I've heard a lot of rappers like Kevin Gates and other rappers. Some people demand respect. They demand it. Some people say, "You want respect?" I'll be like, "Yeah," and other people be like, "Well, die." There's a lot of people demanding. People demand in this world. People demand more than now than ever. People demand respect. Other people say, "You want respect? Die." People demand money. You want money? Get a job. You want money? Don't look at my bag. Get your own bag. You want work? Yeah. Find your own work. You want some money? Yeah. Find your own money. You want your own path in life? Yeah. Find your own path in life. I ain't met I ain't met one rich person that had money their whole life throughout their ancestry of their family that grew up poor. People that are rich don't grow up poor. If you're born into a rich family with money and power, then you're rich and powerful just like them. I don't know I don't know how people in poverty confuse themselves for something they're not. People of poverty are poverty. That are poor are poor. People that are middle class are middle class. People that are rich are rich. I don't discriminate. I don't discriminate against uh, each class of folks or people. If you're rich, congratulations. If you're poor, congratulations. If you're middle class, congratulations. If you're poverty, congratulations. Okay, it really the thing I've learned about having money. It's not. It's not. It's not. Um. It's just being satisfied in life and content with who you are. It don't matter. I don't think it matters if the money's there or not. I think it's just being satisfied with yourselves. Not like judging somebody else or or being mad at somebody because they have something or they don't. You know, as sheeps and goats, some people live their life and they just go about making money. It don't matter if they're poor or rich. And then along comes the haters. You know what I'm saying? The thing about life is, that's why they made high schools so you can graduate and get a high school diploma and get a decent job. Maybe after high school, join the army. Maybe go to college and get a college degree. Educate Education is one of the first steps into making money. You got to have an education for any job field you want to be in. You can't these days you can't even join the army without a high school diploma. You got to at least have a high school diploma to get in the army to the military, to the army. Okay, you got to have an education these days. And you got to have an education to make money. There ain't no way around that. I'll be honest. I'm a high school drop. I did make it to high school, but I dropped out because I had some other interferences in my life concerning my family and people I grew up with. But that whole time, people didn't realize when I was in my house late at night during them hot summers alone, I was educating myself. God helped me to educate myself. It took me 22 years because I did all the paperwork and all the numbers because I when I in junior high I was good at math. Math was my favorite. Numbers was my favorite in junior high school. Junior high school. I remember school. Math. I actually got a trophy in one of them tests. In the math test, I got a trophy for getting the best score. I got like an A+ in like a math test. I actually got a trophy for it. But anyway, it took me 22 years because I calculated that all the money moved like through the bank because every month on a bank statement, I've been having a bank account since 1999. So it's what I did is I saved all my bank statements. Like every bill I paid, phone bill, I kept the phone bill, like the receipts. I kept all of it. And then after probably 10, 20, 30, no, chill. After like 15 years, I started calculating all the receipts and the bank statements. $10,000 to Sprint in phone bills. I calculated that all the money I made for 22 years, almost $250,000 in the money I made through the bank statements. The checks, like over $10,000 in personal checks. And that I calculated that 5 years ago, and I've been still writing checks since 5 years ago to 2021. Okay. In the Bible, it talks about money a lot. Tax collectors, debt collectors, in the Bible. Okay? I don't want to say too much, but that should be enough for people to understand. It talks about money in the Bible, in the Holy Bible. That's God's word. The Old Testament and the New Testament. There's an Old Testament and a New Testament. Some people don't mess with the New Testament. That's how messed up things are in this world. Some people they won't even read the New Testament. They still go by the Old Testament. That's the Old Covenant. The New Testament is the New Covenant. That's the deal, man. Like I've talked to people from India, other foreign countries. And they're like, yeah, we believe in the Bible, but we don't believe in the whole, like, say if they read the Old Testament or the New Testament, they don't believe in all the books of each Testament, the Old and New Testament. They're like, well, we only take like one chapter or 7 verses out of one chapter. I'm like, so you don't go by the whole Bible? They're like, no, we just go by either one chapter or so many verses out of one chapter. As for me, I started out reading the Old Testament, switched it up to the New Testament, and I read every book of the New Testament. I read it over and over and over. But I've learned in this world, man. In this world, it's about making money. It's about making money every second and a minute, night and day. I don't give up at night. I'm 24/7. Y'all picked the wrong fight. You don't get to heaven from this world. This is the world. This is the synagogue of Satan. God says, be wise and foolish while you're in the synagogue of Satan.